Hello again. Um, this is going to be my pregnancy story video, my story. Yeah. Well, here it goes. There is really not anything exciting about it, but I thought, I would just share it with you guys. So me and Tony have been together for, it's going to be a year in April 14th, uh, April 13th, 2014. Sorry. And yeah, um, we met at a nightclub. I was the coat lady, so I would take everybody's coat and hang them. And he was a security guard. So yeah, we met there for the first 2 months that we worked there. He started working there at New Year's Eve. I started working there like a month later. As soon as I walked into the club for my first day, I noticed that, I seen him before, and we never talked for like the 1 month that I was there. He never talked to me. I never talked to him. We would look at each other and stare at each other for like a minute, but never say anything until I started joking around with him, and I had to make the first moves. And obviously he never got it that I liked him. And yeah, well, we didn't talk like that. I didn't have his phone number. He didn't have mine. So every Friday that I would go and work, I was so excited because I would get to see him. And when my friend came with me one time, and she's just crazy, and she told him that I liked him, and then she ended up getting his number. And then that same night, he told her to give me told her to give me his number. So she did, and we started talking, and we realized that the only reason why he looked familiar, or it seemed like I've talked to him before or something, was because in that same club I used to go dancing. And I guess one of those days he went dancing with his friend, and we ended up dancing together. So he reminded me of that, and yes, we danced together one song, I think, and then I left, and he left. So that's why he seemed familiar. And then, okay, sorry, I'm getting off track over here, but I just want you guys to know like how it all started. And then after we started talking, he asked me out to eat, like if I wanted to hang out with him. So I said yes. So we went to Olive Garden for like 30 minutes because my mom was blowing up my phone, calling me, telling me that she had to go to work and I needed to take care of my siblings. And like I said, I have 4 younger siblings, and the youngest one is 3. I'm sorry, she's 4. And yeah, I had to take care of him. So at that time, he was asking me, "Do you want me to take you home? Do you want me to take you home?" And I was embarrassed, so I said, "No, it's fine. She can wait." So finally, I answered the phone, and then I got to my house, and the first time that Tony had actually talked to my mom, yeah, that time was because she told him that he couldn't take me out just like that without asking. So then I told her that I had asked her for permission, and she had said yeah. So she threw my phone across the street, and um it was embarrassing. So I closed the door and I went inside. I didn't say bye or anything. I just went inside, and I was so mad, and because I really liked them, and I was just really, really mad. But then my mom got over it, and then I took my phone back and I texted him. So we kept on talking no matter what. And then one time that we were working, he actually had the guts to ask my mom if he could date me, since he at the time was 21, and I had just turned 17. And she said yes. So he asked me, I said yes, and we rushed things. We really did, because after 3 months of being together, we ended up living with each other. He moved in. And I'm not gonna sit here and say no, my baby was a mistake and everything, because it wasn't. I wasn't using protection. I wasn't worried about it. So we had actually talked about kids, even though I was young, and I still am. But I don't know, so I just didn't care, and it seemed like perfect. Everything seemed so perfect. And so we were having unprotected sex. My mom knew about it. I took a couple pregnancy tests. They never came out positive. So I am gonna say we were trying. And then in the end, we ended up moving out of my mom's house into his sister's house, which is where I'm at now. And like 2 weeks later, I found out I didn't have any symptoms or anything. Like, basically, the only thing that I had was cramping, and my boobs were really sore and getting bigger, but that would actually happen when I would get my period. So I was just thinking, oh, I'm gonna get my period, I'm gonna get my period. But in one of those days, I had a doctor's appointment. So I went in, the doctor checked me, and then she checked my stomach, and she's like, okay, well, I want to put you on birth control. And she was over here talking to me about putting me on birth control, when I told her I don't think I need it, because I think I can't get pregnant, because I've tried. And she's like, well, you're too young and everything. So as soon as she touched my stomach, she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have you make a pregnancy test. And honestly, I didn't think anything of it. Like, I thought it was going to come out negative, because I just thought I was too young, like, to have a kid, or I just couldn't have babies. And then I went in and took the pregnancy test, and then waited in the room while my boyfriend at the time was in the waiting area. And then she comes in, and she's like, okay, sweetie, well, you're pregnant. And I was just like, what? Like, I was really shocked. And I was just so shocked that I just told her, I'm sorry, can I call my boyfriend in here so he can hear this? And then she's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So I did. I got him, and as soon as I walked out the door to go get him, I told him, I'm like, I'm pregnant. And he just, big ass smile on his face. I don't know if he was shocked, which I think he was. He tells me he was shocked, like surprised and happy at the same time, like so many emotions going on. And yeah, we went inside, so he wouldn't stop smiling. I just like wanted to cry because I couldn't believe it. And after that, the first thing I did was call my mom. And I told her, I'm like, Mom, guess what? And she's like, what? And I'm like, well, I just got out of the doctor's office and they said I'm 6 to 7 weeks pregnant. And she was like, what? No, that's a lie and everything. And then she's like, I'm not gonna believe it until I see it myself. So she's like, I want you to go buy a pregnancy test, come home and take it in front of me. So I did. I went to the store and got a pregnancy test, and then went to her house and took it there. And as soon as I took it, like after 2 seconds, there was already a positive sign. And she was excited, she was happy. Then Tony's friend found out, and everybody was so happy for us. But even though we were young, or we are young, and but yeah, everybody was actually happy for us. We didn't have to take BS from anybody. We were mostly worried about his sister because we were living at her house, where we are living at her house, and we were just wondering if she was gonna kick us out now because we're gonna be 3. But no, she didn't. She was supportive, and everybody was just so happy. And now we're just waiting to move out and have her. And we don't regret it. We don't regret having her. We do have our ups and downs where we really don't know what to do sometimes, but I know we're gonna get through it. And my dad was never in a picture. Like, he was never in my life or anything, so he's out of the picture. So if he knows, good. If he doesn't, I don't care. But yeah, that is my story. And like I said, not exciting, but I think it was a cute kind of story. So yeah, I would love for you guys to share more of your stories, because I know people out there watch videos, but they don't make videos. And I would like to see more people actually make videos and learn about their stories. Alright, well, I'll see you guys for my 32-week update, which is next week, and take care.